Welcome to Montroller. Hello everyone. Today, we're diving into something really exciting. First topic, Solana's recent price surge, and second topic, why Pantera Capital is making a huge bet on Solana with what's being called Solana Company. While I'm going for a round trip at the Cartier bridge. I hope you enjoy the ride. If you've been following crypto or even stocks tied to blockchain, this could be one of the most important moves to watch. Let's break it down step by step. 1. Solana surge, why the spike? Alright, let's kick off with Solana. The big question, why is it surging this week? Let's break it down. Technical breakout, Solana just spiked about 34% after breaking out of a symmetrical triangle, hitting around $190. Analysts are now targeting the next resistance zone near $300. Institutional momentum. Trading volume exploded by 57% in a week, which usually means large investors, often called whales, are back in accumulation mode. ETF optimism. We're seeing real talk of a Solana ETF. Following Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF approvals, Solana futures open interest is climbing fast, with analysts giving it a 91% chance of ETF approval sentiment. Ecosystem growth. Beyond price, Solana revenues rose 50% in July, and new projects like the Seeker phone highlight Solana's push into mobile-first blockchain adoption. This surge isn't just retail hype, it's whales, ETF momentum, and real ecosystem adoption all converging. Source: CCN, Solana price set stage for potential breakout. A-Invest, whales and ETFs fuel Solana's ascent. Cointelegraph, why is Solana price up this week? 99 Bitcoins, Solana price surges as whales return in Seeker phone ship. Solana Company. Now here's the big institutional play. Pantera Capital is making headlines with Solana. Pantera is raising $1.25 billion to transform a Nasdaq-listed company into a Solana treasury vehicle, basically called Solana Co. This would instantly make it the largest corporate holder of Solana, very similar to what MicroStrategy did with Bitcoin. Why is this important? Because for investors who don't want to handle crypto wallets, this is a stock market entry point into Solana exposure through regulated equity markets. It's a bridge between traditional finance and crypto, a path for institutions and stock investors to get exposure without touching tokens. Source: CCN, Pantera leads $1.25 billion Solana treasury. Bitcoinist, Pantera converts company into Solana treasury. CryptoRank, Pantera Capital $1.25 billion Solana treasury. The investment implications, crypto or stock. So what does this mean for you as an investor? Let's look at both paths. Option A, holding SOL directly, crypto. Higher upside if Solana climbs beyond $300. Staking rewards, Solana staking yields can add to your returns. But you handle private keys and volatility. Option B, buying into Solana Company, stock exposure. Accessible through Nasdaq like a regular stock. Easier for retirement accounts or Canadian investors wanting regulatory clarity. Lower custody risks, no wallets to manage. Scenarios. 10 SOL at $190 equals $1,900. If Solana hits $300, that becomes $3,000. 100 SOL equals $19,000 at $300, you're looking at $30,000. Solana company stock offers exposure tied to treasury value, but in equity format. Whether you go with crypto directly or via stock exposure, Solana is proving itself as one of the most compelling assets in this cycle. Source: 99 Bitcoins, Solana revenues and seeker adoption. CCN/CryptoRank. So to wrap this up, Solana just broke out technically. Pantera is backing it with a $1.25 billion Solana company treasury. And whether you hold crypto directly or stocks, Solana's becoming too big to ignore. What do you think? Would you rather stack SOL directly or wait for Solana company on NASDAQ? Let me know in the comments. Smash the like button, hit subscribe and stay tuned for more. This is MONDROLLER, and I'll see you on the next one.